Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Batcave as the world's greatest detective prepares to forsake his no murder policy and go shoot an innocent man in the brain. In Perfidious, Pete plays XCOM, the Long War II. Nobody's innocent, Pete, especially not Joe Chill. He's the man who murdered my parents, and it's time for some payback. I'm sick of dressing up like a rodent and punching individual muggers. I'm gonna go full A Time to Kill on Joe Chill. He's ready, and it's time. I'm gonna gun him down, just like he gunned down my parents in that crime alley. Okay, fine, Batman, sure. Also, wait a minute. Crime Alley is where Bruce Wayne's parents got killed, and they were like coming out of a movie or like the opera, I guess, when it happened. My question, why the hell was there an opera house right next to a place called Crime Alley? That's just, that's just begging for trouble, right? You get a bunch of snooty, pinky finger-raising, tea-drinking upper crusts staggering out of an opera house. I mean, I'm assuming they're staggering out. I know they serve liquor at the opera. Probably because getting completely blotto is the only way to make opera tolerable, but I digress. But you got a bunch of rich people staggering out of an opera house late at night, right into the waiting arms of muggers. Batman, what you should really be crusading for is just the revocation of that opera house's liquor license. That's where you should have started your campaign for justice. The only reason Crime Alley is right there in a good part of town is because it gives criminals easy access to drunken rich people in fancy clothes where they can steal their pearls and jewelry. Or shit, Bruce Wayne, you're a philanthropist millionaire. You could have just bought the opera house, made management stop selling liquor, and then just run the place as a loss and then taken a tax write-off for Wayne Enterprises. Be like, you know this opera house loses like $200,000 a year, right, Mr. Wayne? He's like, yes, but I do it for the culture. It's fine, tax deductible. And how did the world's greatest detective, by the way, not come up with this sort of solution? I did, and I'm just an idiot who plays video games on the internet. I got it sorted already, Bats, and I've been thinking about it for like literally, 2 minutes now? I didn't have to cosplay as Deflator Mouse or punch any 2-bit hoods or break any mob boss's knees. I solved it right here in my chair. Shit, for my solution to work, you didn't even need to get out of the Batcave. You could have stayed in your comfortable chair in front of the Bat computer and just made the purchased order for the Opera House, Batman. So this is our mission. Let's go ahead and launch this. It's either launch or go. We're way over-infiltrated on an extremely light mission. We're probably just going to get 24 intel since we're going to murder Joe Chill. Damn right we're going to murder Joe Chill. This man gets I have no mercy. Okay, Batman, your campaign of revenge, this is fine. This is why we sent in literally 2 people. So we got a spotter, we got a sniper. Our goal, just get vision on the man and shoot him in the brain. It's not the way I wanted to go down. We should have had some kind of confrontation, Pete. I want him to know that it's not the Batman that brings him down. He has to know that I'm Bruce Wayne. Really, Batman? Yeah, because this is how my revenge fantasy works. I've sort of built my whole life around it. That doesn't really seem healthy, Bruce. Also, how come your crippling survivor's guilt has not been dealt with like some Adlerian therapy? I blame your guardians, Bruce Wayne. They should have gotten you the help that you needed at a younger age to prevent you from later being forced to dress up like a bat and punch muggers. Alfred sort of dropped the ball on that one. Yeah, he did. That's why I don't pay him. He's basically my slave. It's all payback for him screwing up me as a youth. That's why I say he knows why. Oh, well, this isn't going to be hard at all then. So the main goal and the main difficulty of this mission is actually going to be we'll be able to see the target from the extraction point. The main difficulty of this mission is going to be able to get to the extraction point then without getting spotted. Fortunately, we got Kathleen Madigan on the scene here who can go scout things out for us. Wanda Sykes, let's get you over here.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Wanda Sykes is going to be our shooter on this one. Why are there detection tiles over here? Oh, civilians, right. Those guys aren't obnoxious at all. Shouldn't be any civilians in Crime Alley.
Orders confirmed.
Yeah, well, Batman, if you had just gotten that, that statute passed to where the opera's not allowed to sell liquor anymore, maybe there wouldn't be any civilians in Crime Alley right now. Again, I kind of feel like there's nobody but you to blame on this one, Bruce.
Moving to position.
I really only have myself to blame for all my problems. Pete, I can't help but notice you're doing the Batman voice again. Yeah, well, it's not like the strep throat's going anywhere anytime soon. And when you sound like Batman, when you sound like you're doing the Batman voice all the time when you're not even doing the Batman voice, and when you ordinarily don't have strep throat and your Batman impression is freaking terrible, this is sort of a make hay while the sun shines kind of scenario, man. You gotta, you know, this is now. You gotta seize the day.
Moving out.
All right, Kathleen, make sure Wanda Sykes is not wandering into a trap over here, if you would. Let's bring you up here so we can see down this side road.
Our friend here is ready to move.
Yeah, we saw him earlier, actually, Kathleen Madigan. Capture the VIP, move a soldier to close range, and use the subdue ability. I appreciate the suggestion, but I really don't think Joe Chill is going to be long for the world here on this one, guys. Sorry. Bruce's campaign of vengeance will not be gainsaid. You're goddamn right. Bruce Wayne always gets his man. So does the Batman.
Confirmed.
It's convenient that we're one and the same. Wanda Sykes taking an opportunity to kick a pigeon out of the road. She actually she deliberately went out of her way to kick that pigeon. Come on, Wanda Sykes. What would PETA say about that? So what we need to do is get Kathleen Madigan in a position where she can see the VIP so that we will know where we can park Wanda Sykes so that she also has a shot at the old VIP. Alternatively, if we didn't mind taking a turn's worth of fire, we could just have Kathleen Madigan do it. Wanda Sykes could definitely hit him from the rooftop, but I'd prefer to not do that. I'd really rather be shooting from somewhere further away where maybe she can kill him without spawning any pods, and we can just leave so we never have to get shot at. It's not like we're going to be able to walk up and punch this guy out. I mean, did we get his detection tile down to a blank, I wonder? That's actually interesting. Okay, can you see the guy from here? Yes, you have a squad sight shot on the man from here. This is exactly what we want. So Wanda Sykes is now in position. Let's have her hunker down. Kathleen Madigan is right where she needs to be. Let's just put her on Overwatch. And I think we're about to see a bullet get inserted into a brain. I'm really unsatisfied with the way you're prosecuting this mission. You gotta confront this man. You can't just let him walk away. He's not gonna walk away, Bruce. He's not gonna get away at all. Best case scenario for this guy, he winds up paralyzed. 94% chance to hit. We're gonna do 4 to 6 damage. I don't think this guy has health. I think any hit kills him. Does this reveal our position? It definitely unconceals us. These guys actually wouldn't even have vision on us. So, no, we should be able to shoot this guy from total and complete safety. So, Wanda Sykes. Domed him. Is he dead? He's not dead. Wanda, you did not kill this man. Okay. I mean, I can't help but notice that man is not dead. Why is he not dead? I mean, I'm genuinely curious why they're not dead. So we're going to have you go on Overwatch. They're rushing in to cover the VIP. And Wanda Sykes can still see the VIP. She just has a much worse shot. Well, shoot again. Way to go, Pete. You completely botched this one. It took you two. One of my batarangs would have taken the target out in first shot. Alright, well, I guess we'll just say see you in hell then. Put Kathleen Madigan then on Overwatch. Holy shit. I just realized, Pete. Now they've made a complete redux for the Batman fantasy. I killed Joe Chill and got my revenge, but then some nefarious sectoid son of a bitch resurrected him as a zombie. This is how Solomon Grundy happened.
Not a problem.
You just saw it, folks, right here. You witnessed it live. The birth of Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Although in this case, actually, it's a Saturday as I'm recording this. So in this case, Solomon Grundy was born on a Saturday. But, hey, job's done. Let's get the hell out of here. The Solomon Grundy saga, I mean, that's a mission for another day. We got a completely different story arc. We're going comic bookdom here. You gotta milk this shit. You can't put all your story in one arc, right, Frank Miller? Right? You can't have all of your best Batman stuff be the one Batman thing you ever did that wasn't an abomination? Uh-huh. So we're taking a lesson from the book of Frank Miller. We're gonna save a little for later. I feel, not good, Pete. I mean, yeah, I killed Joe Chill, but all I did was make him more powerful. I've got kind of a... Well, I hate to say it, but, got kind of an Obi-Wan Kenobi feel. He Kenobi'd me. I struck him down, but he rose again, more powerful than I could ever imagine. He's an insidious son of a bitch. So was that Obi-Wan Kenobi. Saying Obi-Wan Kenobi is insidious. What did he ever do that was insidious? He trained Luke Skywalker. That guy got Han Solo killed. I mean, sort of indirectly. That's what you're stretching. You're fucking stretching now, Batman. You just don't see the connections because you're not the world's greatest detective. Alright, so Corporal Wanda Boss Sykes. We're going to give her damn good ground. Plus, we can put her back on her Haven advising duties, which is good. And she'll be higher rank now. And as I understand it, higher rank officers do have a better chance of detecting faceless, etc., etc. And also a higher chance of, like, training troopers as well. Let's do our resistance management. Who's doing Western Africa right now? Gilbert Gottfried is actually the man we want on. He's the man on the job, and he's actually the man we want on the job. Dennis Leary, yeah, you can be replaced by Wanda Sykes then. This was Wanda Sykes' job to begin with. We just gave it to Dennis Leary for like 5 minutes. He filled in while we sent Wanda out to shoot a man in the brain. You sent her out to kill Joe Chill. And also, I'm pretty sure she didn't hit him in the brain. We took her 2 shots. It seems like a brain shot would have been, deadly from hit 1.
Might have something. It's a weak signal on an open channel.
I don't know why this keeps happening. We keep getting this thing multiple times. Oh, no, wait. This is actually... No, we're going to say not out of this. That's actually the Viper King mission. I don't want to go fight the Viper King without anything other than my best team. And the second city is still 9% away from fully infiltrated. So let's just... Yeah, we haven't had sight of her since we lost HQ, Bradford. And honestly, I was sort of totally comfortable with that. And in fact, was kind of enjoying that we hadn't had sight of Dr. Valen since HQ. It was sort of one of those, good riddance, best of luck kind of things. Okay, new target acquired. Let's check it out. Ambush and advent troop column to reduce enemy strength. We got 3 days moderate info. Ugh. If we go do this, it's gonna be like swarming, right? We're gonna have a lot of guys. Do we have... Okay, let's take a look at the main thing. Do we have a team that could actually reasonably pull this off? Or, alternatively, if we're going to fight it at swarming, do we just want to fight it at, like, crazy difficult levels? We're going to be so far uninfiltrated. We could wait for our greatest team of killers of all time to come back and then try the ambush. We could have the guys who are doing the Haven Assault try and do it first. Also, do we have to care about Advent's total strength? That's the real question. So we got Don Roastmaster Rickles. Okay, we got Lewis back in black. Paula Poundstone Gunner, who's actually been doing a pretty good job for us. Patton Lightning Oswald. No, I wouldn't take you. We would remove you. We could take... Oh, wait, they're busy, aren't they? Shit, I was thinking we could take Joe Brand and... Damn. I was thinking we could take Joe Brand and Bob Newhart, but they're busy. I like that Bob Newhart. That guy's okay. We can't, though. So what would we have? Well, we would have Patton Oswalt. If we're going to do this, we would just go fight it with the max number of guys, because we're going to be so far behind the 8-ball anyway. It's not going to matter. We could take Kathleen Madigan as Shinobi. Assault Shinobi Gunner. I don't know about this. We could do Gunner. Wow, we definitely would want Chris Rock in on this. Jim Superdad Gaffigan would be a good choice because he's a killing Shinobi. Where's the super dad? And then what would we want for our last guy? Dennis Leary, you know, a squatty technical is not going to be that useful apart from the rocket and the flamethrower, but the rocket and flamethrower is pretty useful. We're going to be like 33% infiltrated here. If we boosted it, we'd be like 50% infiltrated. Full salvage. Do I trust this team? Kinda no. Jim Gaffigan, you would be alright. Okay, so Dennis Leary would definitely require some changes. If we're gonna do this, let's give Dennis Leary, first off, let's give him an SMG. Oh, we have some laser weaponry. You know, we have some laser weaponry available. I feel much, much better about this mission just based on the fact that we have some laser weapons available. What's your aim like here, Dennis Leary? It's bad. I was thinking about giving you a laser Sten gun, but that seems like it's going to be a bad investment. Paula Poundstone, I don't suppose we could get you one of those, like, there is a laser, okay, yeah, take the laser cannon then. Don Roastmaster Rickles, do we want to give you the Sten gun? You're a better shot, but not a great shot. Do we have a Grenadier on this mission at all? We got Frosty Rock over here. Again, folks, get down to your local Wendy's and get yourself some of those delicious Frosty Rocks. Those things, you're going to be glad you went in for a couple of the Frosty Rocks. They're real good. What's a Frosty Rock, Pete? It's a hypothetical product I designed a couple episodes ago, last time when Chris Rock got named Frosty. It's basically just blobs of Frosties that they serve a Wendy's Frosty, just in like a small, let's say roughly quarter-sized sphere that they drop into liquid nitrogen and like super turbo freeze. So you get like a little bit, it's like a little bonbon, a little aperitif kind of thing that just melts in your mouth. In this case, literally. Roastmaster, we could give you an SMG, but honestly, I think we would get more out of Patton. I was going to say more out of Patton Oswalt, but his aim is atrocious. But the fact that Patton Oswalt has an atrocious aim is sort of a more compelling reason to give him a laser Sten gun. It makes him a little more accurate. Got a scatter ray. How we doing on other gear? Kathleen Irish Madigan, we're not going to... I mean, I love the fact that you're greasy fast, but we probably aren't going to need quite all... You know what? No. Give you the sword. You're a scout and shinobi. Let's give you a flashbang, and as fast as you are, we can probably get away with a frag as well. Gave you 2 frag grenades. Well, that's probably overkill. Let's give you a frag and a flash. Got Irish shorted. Super Dad. We are going to edit you up, though, because we want this axe. Give you a hunter's axe. Yes. Jim Super Dad Gaffigan is ready to kill. Also, Jim Super Dad Gaffigan, how fast are you? You know what? 16 is fast enough to run with this crew. Dennis Leary. We want to speed. You know, Dennis Leary's really fast. Do we want to... I was thinking we want to speed Dennis Leary up, but now that I actually look at it, Dennis Leary, I think you're good. Lewis Black. Do we have any AP ammo? I would love to give you some armor-piercing rounds if we could. We don't have any, but I'm thinking we have the alloys and supplies available that now is a good time to build an extra thing of AP ammo, so let's just do that. We have 2. I'm going to build 1 more. It took 1 alloy. Never mind, we don't have an adequate supply of supplies. We had 13, and I just spent 5 of them. Well, spend money to make money. That's right, that's the Bruce Wayne Foundation motto. Which is why, invariably, we almost always go broke. Okay, sorted, sorted, sorted. Are we good? Let's strip all weapon upgrades and see if we can apply any weapon upgrades that are going to be helpful. Pete, you're getting a little quiet with the commentary. Yeah, my throat is actually getting, you know, it's getting a little bit scratchy here. Recorded a... Oh, you have no weapon mods. Well, that's good. Autoloader, stock, we're not going to need. Laser sight, we definitely want. Autoloader, I really feel like the advanced autoloader is better for our gunner. Regular autoloader, we don't really need a... you know what? An advanced hair trigger would be useful. Let's give that to Lewis Black. Actually, you know what? Who could use that advanced hair trigger more effectively than Lewis Black, though? What's an extra 10% on a shot that's already not going to hit? Let's get rid of that. We don't want to give him a stock. That's pointless. We could give him an expanded magazine. I think instead we're just going to give him nothing. And let's really tool up Paula Poundstone here. She can pound those frosty rocks. You should see her. It's actually kind of egregious. So we're going to give her, no, not a regular autoloader, advanced autoloader, expanded magazine, and you know, a stock is not disuseful for Paula Poundstone. So let's give her a stock, and that advanced hair trigger I think we're going to give to the Frosty Man himself. That one's going on Chris Rock. He's got the laser weapon. So let's give him the advanced hair trigger, the expanded magazine, and probably just a regular autoloader is acceptable. Does everybody with a laser weapon have an upgrade? Everybody except Patton Oswalt, who has an autoloader now. That's actually useful. Patton Oswalt can now reload and still maybe use that first action for something more critical, like maybe a command ability. 9 days, 1 hours. We're going to be looking at like moderate, heavy. Probably we're looking at swarming. This is going to be tough, but I feel like this team has the soup to get it done. And if we want to bring it down a little bit, we can boost it. We've had good luck getting intel lately. And honestly, I think this region is going to be liberated before this mission even comes up. So I'm curious what will happen to this mission once we've liberated the region. It's 3 days before we have to get go time on this, but Second City is 197% infiltrated. And that will be the next mission that we do, if we do one. We're going to do the Second City. So let's scan and see which one of these is going to pop up first. I'm almost willing to bet that it is going to be our Second City infiltration here that gets in first. There it is, right there, 200. So this is it. Next mission. Operation Broken Flame. We're going to hit the headquarters. Enemy activity is still at swarming. Evac is only at 4 turns. Enemy readiness is at vulnerable. We ain't getting any better than this, folks. This is as good as it gets. It's Greg Kinnear and Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jack Nicholson movie that also stars Helen Hunt. So if you want to check that out, you know, drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see that one specifically, you might also consider subscribing so you get a notification when that episode goes live. Also, you can get like a pretty sweet shot of some Helen Hunt side boob, and you know, there's that as well. Right now, though, Batman and I are going to go drink a little bit of nice warm tea and try and soothe my aching throat because, man, it's getting really raw. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.